One nice thing about open beta is that you get to see what the new nerfs are going to be, and you'll get a good look at what the game is going to come out like. And it should be coming out in a few weeks, so this is the best preview we have here. So there are some big nerfs in here, and since I played a hatchet build with a Lifestaff, I'm very interested to see what kind of nerfs. I also played Greataxe, so if you guys are interested in those builds and you want to see what the nerfs were, stick around. This won't take long. Let's get right to it, right to the point. Anyway, here it is, New World, and this is the recent one posted on this day on the right. You can see it. Let's quickly go down to this part here, the part that really matters. There are a couple other things that do matter, for example, that I think are going to be big. They increase the boss damage and health. These are huge buffs to the bosses. I think that's going to be a big deal in fighting them. Let's go down to this. This is what I was most concerned about, because as you know, I played a Lifestaff and a Hatchet build, and this was just crazy good. The Lifestaff, pretty much everybody should have a Lifestaff, and the Hatchet was just crazy OP'd. The good news is they haven't nerfed Hatchet very much, and Lifestaff, I thought they would totally nerf this thing to like useless, but they didn't. Anyway, so Sacred Protection passive changes change to grant a 5% increase incoming healing to group members, used to grant additional max HP. Okay, so that's been okay. It's still not totally deballed. And then reduce effectiveness of orb protection only from 15 to 10. That's not bad. You're not going to notice it that much. And you're not going to notice these other ones that much, in my opinion. Let's go down to Hatchet here. All they did was reduce duration to 12 seconds, and the cooldown has been increased a little bit. Not too big a deal, in my opinion. The refresh now heals 10% every 4 seconds, while Berserk is active to max of 30% health was 5 seconds. I mean, it seems like a lot. Like you could say, well, that's about a 20% cut right there, but it's really not that big a deal on the Berserk and stuff. So the Hatchet is still going to be good, in my opinion. Same with Lifestaff. This one is, but here is the big nerf. You guys knew this was coming. I played a Greataxe, by the way, also. Greataxe with a Lifestaff, and Greataxe was crazy good, because you could do that thing, that pull with it, and it's not listed here, but I'll show you where it is. And they really took that away, because that was great. You got a free hit on them, and it was a lot of times it was a big one. So so they reduced the damage, reduced the effectiveness. So these are kind of small. So let's go down to where it is, and I'll show you right down here. It is down in this section called notable bug fixes. Okay, so they changed the mending touch, so it doesn't take all the debuffs off. Okay, some of these other ones, they're not as big a deal, but this is the one right here. Look at that. Look at that. I used to use this all the time. It was so cool. And there's a guy that did a video out there where he showed how to do it, and it was just crazy. If you activated this, you would cleave like crazy cleaves. Well, sadly, that has been nerfed, but probably for a good reason and all that. But I thought that by them nerfing this much on the Greataxe, that they would go ahead and nerf the Hatchet and Lifestaff even more. But those look like they escaped the nerf hammer. But this thing here, heavy pull, well, it's a different game now, and as you can see, when you go into this game, it's going to be much harder than before. It won't be so easy, especially if a lot of people with great axes just swinging away. Different game. But anyway, if you guys have any thoughts on some of the nerfs that you've seen, remember, go to New World forums and check it out. Go to this forum here, official news, and then you're going to come into this. Take a look at that. Some of you may have played a sword class or played with bows or whatever. I'm not super familiar with those, because I played the ones that everybody's playing. That would be Greataxe and Hatchet and Lifestaff, of course. So those are ones concerning me. Will I play Greataxe again? I don't think so. But will I be Hatchet and Lifestaff? Yep, and I already am. See you guys out there. Let me know what you think.